Shirley's got it.
Okay.
Good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. It is wonderful to see you all here in this place. Here in this place, we come together, feeling the presence of God. Here in this place, one with each other, knowing who we really are. Then we are called to carry our light and shine it all over the world. Here in this place, we find acceptance. Here in this place, we find connection. Here in this place inside, we find the presence of God. We find the presence of God.
Good morning, and welcome to our fourth Sunday of the fall program. We're delighted to share our wonderful community where we recognize the Christ uniquely expressed in each of us. My name is Greg, and I'm happy to be here with you this morning. If you're joining us on the live stream, please know that you are a part of this wonderful energy in our service this morning. Our guest speaker today is our own Michele Coles. Yay, Michele. And she will be speaking about the myths of meditation. That's a hard word to say, myths of meditation. So now let's all stand and sing our opening song.
God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every star shine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. 'Cause you are the very breath I breathe. And your perfect love created me. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
And let's please remain standing and share our church affirmation together. I am a point of power, a unique unrepeatable expression of an unlimited God. Please be seated.
Good morning, everyone. I am Shirley McFarland, and the daily word today is generous. The abundance of the world flows through me. I am securely in the flow of prosperity when I receive graciously and gratefully and share my abundance generously. Whatever I share with a loving, giving heart blesses me as much as it blesses the one who receives it. Each time I share my supply, I am demonstrating my trust that I will always have what I need. When I share of myself, I am living my faith, and I am a divine being empowered with a limitless supply of divine ideas. The richness of an abundant universe flows through me. Knowing this, I don't hesitate to be generous to others. I don't hesitate to be generous so others will know the abundance of the world as I knew. Through my giving, may they also know the blessings of the awesome power and grace of God as they bless me daily. The scripture for today is from 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit that is from God, so that we may understand the gifts bestowed on us by God. Please repeat the affirmation with me. The abundance of the world flows through me.
And as we move into this time of prayer and meditation, I invite you to get comfortable. If you have anything on your lap you might want to remove, sit up a little straighter and take this song into your heart. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
Welcome to this time of meditation. I ask that you get comfortable in your seats, close your eyes. It's a safe space. Uncross your legs and start by taking a breath in and out. Today's meditation follows within the process of the fall program with meditation. Today's meditation is why we meditate. Find a comfortable seated position, close your eyes, like I said, take a deep breath, and as you settle into this moment, reflect on the simple question, why do we meditate? Meditation is a process that has been with us for centuries, passed down through cultures and generations. It has endured because it holds profound wisdom and benefits for the human spirit. In this fast-paced world, it's easy to become entangled in the chaos of daily life. We find ourselves constantly rushing, multitasking, and distracted by a never-ending stream of information. Meditation provides a sanctuary from the whirlwind, a place to pause, to breathe, and to connect with the essence of our very being. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, Let go of any tension or stress you may be carrying. Inhale peace. Exhale tension. We meditate to find calm. In these moments of stillness, we discover a sense of tranquility that transcends the noise of the external world. It's a gentle reminder that serenity is not found outside, but within. As you continue to breathe mindfully, consider that we meditate to cultivate self-awareness. Through this practice, we can observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment. We learn to understand ourselves better, to accept ourselves as we are, and to grow beyond our limitations. Meditation is a journey inward. It's an exploration of our inner landscape, a chance to unearth our true selves buried beneath layers of conditioning and social expectations. With each breath, recognize that we meditate to foster compassion, both for ourselves and for others. As we become more attuned to our inner world, we naturally extend that understanding and kindness to those around us. In meditation, we embrace the present moment. The past and future fade into the background, leaving us fully engaged with what is happening right here, right now. The presence can be a source of great joy and contentment. In these last few moments of our meditation, remember that we meditate to find clarity. The mind, like a pond stirred by ripples of thought, becomes calm, allowing us to see things with greater clarity and insight. And as we come towards a conclusion, take one final deep breath in. And as you exhale, enter into the silence for a moment, reflecting on why you are here in this place at this time. Remember that we meditate to find calm, self-awareness, compassion, presence, and clarity. These benefits ripple into our daily lives, making us more centered, resilient, and connected. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes and carry this sense of purpose and tranquility with you into the rest of your day. Namaste.
As we unite now together in affirmative prayer, I open to the divine connection I have with Spirit. Turning to the Christ presence within, I allow God to be God in me. I drop my agendas and release thoughts of wrongs done to me or others, injustices I read about or hear about, any inhumanity or pain perpetrated by others on others, as well as my need to understand motivations of other people. I released any past thoughts of hurt or grudges, or any worry, doubt, or fear for any imagined future. I realize of my own self I can do nothing at this moment about any outside circumstances. It's the Christ within that does the work, that moves through all as we open up to forgiveness and recognize the problems of the world as well as those that swirl around us must be given to Spirit. As we do so, we understand that all we really know and control is whether we turn to the light. And we do this through prayer. And so let's spend a few moments in the silence of prayer for peace, for all the regions around the world in conflict. The Christ within does the work. The Christ moves through these people and situations now for whom I pray, especially those who live and move and have their being in this presence. And so I bring all these dear ones and situations, our church congregation, any situation or person on my heart today into prayer. Seeing beyond the problem to the possibilities, knowing God is there. I say their names silently or out loud. I affirm divine qualities are active in these dear ones as healing life, harmonizing love, overflowing abundance, guided wisdom, peaceful communication, writing what needs to be righted. And so it is. Please open your eyes gently and read with me now our community prayer for October. Each timeless moment in prayer refreshes and restores my spirit. As my life bursts forth in myriad ways, the ebb, flow, and spiral of change reveals the beauty of promise and potential. I see God and good as I delight in the intricacies and awe that reflect the divine. I see beauty everywhere I look. Symmetry, harmony, and the balance of beauty speaks to my heart. Amen. My name is Lori, and Joanne and I will be available for affirmative prayer individually in the prayer sanctuary after service. And yes, prayer is available in many different ways here through prayer requests and online prayer requests as well, and also through our morning weekday, Monday through Friday, prayers at 8 a.m. So hope to join you there. Have a good day.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Gary Lynn Floyd. So happy to be back with you this morning at Unity Spiritual Center, Westlake. I got a brand new song for you that I wrote with my buddy Jamie Lula. It goes like this. Beloved community, we gather in unity. All are welcome here. All are blessed and a blessing to be. Beloved community, where we discover divinity, recovering who we are in our beloved community. It doesn't matter where we've come from, it doesn't matter what we've undone. All that matters is we're here now. Keep an open heart, let Spirit work it out. Beloved community, we gather in unity, all beloved community, where we discover divinity, covering who we are in our beloved community. Doesn't matter where we've come from, it doesn't matter what we've undone. All that matters is we're here now. Keep an open heart, let Spirit work it out. Beloved community, we gather in unity. All are welcome here, all are blessed and a blessing to be. Beloved community, where we discover divinity, recovering who we are in our beloved community, recovering who we are in our beloved community, recovering who we are in our beloved community.
Yay, I got lights.
Hello, everybody. I don't want to hide behind that thing anymore. So I'm going to come out here. Hopefully that works out, and I remember everything I wanted to say. So this is, week 4 of the fall program, and we are doing the book, The Point of Power by Reverend Dr. Paul Hasselbeck. I've been asked to read or to talk about meditation today, and what I found was that John already did my talk, so I figured we could just spend 20 minutes in the silence. So how many of you meditate? You don't have to raise your hand, but you can. How many of you meditate? Okay, how many of you meditate every day? Not as many. I can't put my hand up, so I'm one of those that doesn't do it every day. So my talk is focusing today on not just what meditation is, but what meditation isn't. So the myths of meditation. And the first one that I think is pretty profound is that meditation is a spiritual practice. I'm sure there's a lot of you that are wondering what that really means. But John alluded to it in his meditation, that it's been around for centuries. There have been cultures all over the world that meditate for various and different reasons, and it's not always for a spiritual reason. There isn't always a God that they are looking to transcend and get to. It's that inner being within them and that awareness that they're going for. So we at Unity use meditation as a spiritual practice, but it's not necessarily totally that practice. Well, it's not the only other one, but the other one that comes to mind for me is that we have to do some kind of ritual, or we have to set up a place in our home for meditation, and we have to do it every day in the same spot every time. How many of you have time to do that? Well, not everybody raised their hand. That's good. So I'm not alone. We don't need to have those rituals, but we are creatures of habit as humans. We like to have things go in a certain pattern. That's why we like how our order of service is, and if we change it, people get, a little antsy sometimes, like, having the video singer instead of the video speaker.
we just, we like our routine. So it's not necessarily that you have to have a special place. When I meditate at home, I just sit on my couch. It's the same couch I sit on when I watch TV or read my books, or, but I'm focusing on something different. So it's not necessarily the same, but that's where I do it most of the time. Now, I did try to set up a space in my house where I would set up like a little altar, and I brought in a chair to use, and I never sit in it. So that obviously didn't work out well for me. But I find that it's the intention of meditation that drives me to do the meditation, not just having a special place for that to occur. Meditation is just relaxation. So relaxation is actually a benefit or an effect of meditation, and it's a way to start getting us into meditation. So as we did already this morning, we had John help us. Thank you, John, for making my talk easier. We had a few moments where we kind of shifted our bodies and kind of checked in on ourselves and looked at what we had to let go of and what we maybe felt in our bodies. So relaxation is part of meditation, but it's not the whole reason for meditation. So the other thing that comes to mind for me right now is that I've heard, especially in our community, that prayer and meditation are really close. And Paul Hasselbeck does mention that in his book, that there is not so much of a difference, that usually we think of it as prayer is talking to God and meditation is listening to God. But for those of you that know the Unity 5-step prayer process, relaxation and meditation are part of those 5 steps, that they are part of what you're doing to get to prayer. So your meditation can be a prayer, and your prayer can be a meditation. And so that's why sometimes they don't seem too much different. I think it's just how we connect to that inner source within us that makes the difference. Because in unity, meditation is about a spiritual practice. So it is about connecting with that oneness, that Christ consciousness within. And what we're doing is we're going internal. We're trying to be more aware of what is going on in our lives and what's going on around us. One of the other myths is that you have to quiet your brain. How many of you can do that? Yeah, not too many. Our brain works the way it works. It's meant to think. It's meant to imagine. It's meant to remember things. And so when we focus on the mind, that's when you start seeing all that chatter that you didn't even realize was probably already in your head, that you are being more aware of those thoughts that are coming into your awareness. So most of the day we're thinking unconsciously, which isn't necessarily a fun fact to share. I think that part of what we do as a spiritual practice is to be more mindful and be more present. And meditation helps us get to that mindfulness. It helps us get to that, that relaxation and that calm, that space that we want to be in. I notice that when I meditate in the morning, that my day is completely different than if I don't meditate in the morning. If I get up and just start my day and get going, I have a pretty hectic day. But if I get up and I drink some water and sit in my spot and do my meditation, even for 5 minutes, it makes a total difference to how my day goes. I don't know if you've noticed that too, but there is a way to get that back too later on in the day. So sometimes when I find myself getting hectic and getting stressed out and full of anxiety, I will take a moment to pause and take 5 minutes to sit in the silence and just think about my thoughts and think about peace. And I usually say the word peace because that helps me concentrate on that one thing instead of having everything going around in my head. So those are some myths that are pretty prevalent. I'm going to go over here and check out some others. I'm going to be careful because, oh, I forgot this one. So, how many of you think meditation is hard? Yeah. Meditation doesn't have to be hard. I think part of the reason why we think it's hard is because we do think that we have to quiet our mind and we have to stop the thoughts in our head, and we don't necessarily have to do that. There are so many different ways to meditate and so many different kinds of meditations. I think you just have to find one that works for you. And there are so many different sources out there that the possibilities are endless on what works for you and how you can get yourself to that point of connection and that Christ consciousness. The other myth, it's kind of the opposite myth from meditation is hard, is that meditation is effortless. Some people find that it's really easy to meditate and that it's not supposed to take any effort whatsoever. But what I've found is that you want to be on purpose, that you want to make an effort to get to that state, that, beta, theta, gamma, whatever, that's not gamma, but anyway, whatever state or frequency that you can get to when you're in meditation. So you want to be conscious of what you're doing and make an effort to come up with time in your day to meditate. Ooh, that's another big one. I don't have time to meditate. That's a huge one for me. I already told you I skip meditation sometimes because I think I'm too busy and I have too much going on. But there's always time to meditate. We spend a lot of time on, well, maybe not Unity people. I don't know. You guys are probably okay. But the world around us spends a lot of time on TV and on our smartphones and on our tablets and on our computers. And I know I do that. I'm on my computer like 12 hours a day because of my job and everything else that I do. So I make time for those things that I think are really important. So my thought is that I need to make meditation important to me in some way. That I have to make that conscious effort to want to meditate. Because we all know that there are different benefits, and John did talk about some of the benefits, but there are so many different reasons why people meditate. It helps lower blood pressure. It helps reduce anxiety and stress. People that have chronic illnesses find that their illnesses are not as exacerbated when they meditate more often. And it doesn't take a long time. You don't have to meditate for an hour or two. Although if you do, that's really awesome. And I'm sure you're like probably one of the calmest people I know. But what I find is when I get to a state where I don't feel like I'm connected anymore, I can stop for a few minutes and make that connection again. And that's what I think is the most important thing. So if you spend, and I know I did this the other day because I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep, and so I went and got my phone out. And I sat there, and I was on my phone for like an hour. And I realized that I could have probably used that time to sit in the stillness and get quiet and get more focused on my presence so that I could go back to sleep. Because what happened was, being on my phone, I was all like excited, and I had a lot more anxiety about what was going on in my life. So it was after that I was like, I have to put this down. I have to set time for this. And I know I talked about this a long time ago. There was this book called, oh my God, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, Atomic Habits. I don't know if anybody's heard of that, by James Clear. He talks about the habits that we create and how increasing the habit of doing meditation or doing anything by 1% will give you an exponential benefit. So if you spend 5 minutes meditating every day, try 6 minutes and see how that feels for you. See what that benefit is. If you already spend 20 minutes meditating, and spend 25. Just do a little bit more than you think. I do the same thing with walking, because there are walking meditations. So when I walk the labyrinth, I focus on one aspect or one affirmation that helps me and guides me through the labyrinth. But I do the same thing when I go for a walk, just to get some exercise. That's probably another myth, that you have to sit still to do meditation. Because there are so many different kinds of meditation. So walking meditation is one really good kind of meditation. I like to do a dancing meditation. I don't know if that's really a thing, but I made it up, so that's what it is. So I'll put on a piece of music that I really enjoy, and I'll put my earbuds in, and I'll turn it on, and I'll just dance for 5 minutes or however long the song is in my house. But I do it with the intention to raise my vibration and to feel better in that moment. And so for me, that's a kind of meditation. So there can be other things that you do that you can use as tools to get you into a meditation if you choose to do that. So let's talk a little bit more about the benefits of meditation. So we have mental benefits, like I already talked about, reducing the anxiety, reducing feelings of loneliness, depression, sadness. But there's also physical benefits, like it fosters creativity. It increases awareness. It allows you to focus more on the things around you. And then, of course, there's the spiritual aspects, the spiritual benefits. For us in unity, it's becoming one with that consciousness, that Christ consciousness that we all have within us. To be connected, not just to ourselves, but to everyone in our peripheral, and to everyone in the world. So when we talk about meditating, we're raising our own consciousness, but at the same time, as we raise our own consciousness, we're raising the consciousness of those around us and of the world. And I think that's a really important thing for some people to understand. It's not selfish to meditate. It's actually a benefit for everyone. So how are you all feeling? Are you guys all ready to meditate now? Yes, okay. Well, we already did it. So we have 2 times in our service where we actually set up meditation. I don't know if everybody knows this, but before service starts, at 10:35 to 10:45, we do a 10-minute silent meditation. And for me as a speaker, it's a really good way for me to get focused and get centered and be ready for my talk. When I'm a prayer chaplain, it's the same thing. But when I'm just a congregant, when I just come in, which is very rare, but when I come in and just be, I want to do that extra 10 minutes of meditation before service starts. So if that's something that works out for you, because you're going to be coming anyway, try and come a little early to do that as part of your practice. And then, of course, we do a meditation during service every day, or every Sunday. And everybody does it a little bit different. That's what I mean about the differences in meditation, that there are so many different kinds. Some people like to just sit in the stillness and the quiet. Some people like to have music going on. It's really up to you what works for you. And it doesn't really matter if you think what do I want to say? How do I want to say this? So I have a friend that is a really good meditator. I don't know what that means, but it means that they meditate better than I do. And so I guess that's another myth, that you have to do the meditation a certain way, and that your way of doing it doesn't matter. But it does. Every little bit that you do, every moment that you spend in meditation helps guide you, helps center you, helps focus you, and helps get you closer to that Christ consciousness. So I think the other thing that I wanted to mention was a quote from Paul Hasselbeck's book. He talks about meditation is the container in which the possibility of going into the silence exists. And I really liked that definition. I think it's about that awareness and about trying or having the intention to do it that makes all the difference. And I like that feeling of meditation as a container. It's a tool that we use. It's a technique that we can use to raise our consciousness. But it's not the only way to do it. But the studies, science has done tremendous studies on meditation and has shown that there are infinite benefits to meditating. And so I encourage you to do so. And I just want to point one other thing out. When I was reading Paul's book, his section on meditation, I found that it talked a little bit about some of the things that I said that we don't need to do in meditation. So no offense, Paul. I thought that it was interesting that what I was reading and what I was finding was just a little bit different, that we could do so much more than just sit with your feet flat on the ground or do sitting meditation. You can do a standing meditation. You can do a laying down meditation. There's just all different ways to do that. It's just what is comfortable for you. So, any questions? All right, well, let's just take a deep breath real quick. Get comfortable as you want. You can lay down if you want. All right. One of the things that I learned is that if you breathe in through your nose, that you're actually getting a deeper breath than if you breathe in through your mouth. So let's take a deep breath in through our nose and then just let that go. And take another deep breath in through your nose and then let that go. And I want you to center on one thought. The thought that God is and I am. God is and I am. And if you have any thoughts that come in, just acknowledge them. Don't judge them. Just let them go. Let them pass through. God is. I am. I won't make you do that for 20 minutes, but go ahead and take another deep breath and exhale. And bring your mind back to this center. And even though that was only for like 30 seconds, I hope that it helps you get inspired to work on your own meditation practices. It doesn't have to be hard. It isn't effortless either. But it can be a source of inspiration, creativity, and a source of connection. So, meditate on, everyone. Thank you.
With the theme this week being meditation, I immediately thought of this song. It's a little song I wrote inspired by something I read by Swami Kriyananda, who founded Ananda Village. It was an affirmation that he had written. It's called Haven of Peace. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven my haven of peace, haven of peace, my haven of peace. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace, haven of peace, my haven of peace, haven of peace, my haven of peace. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of
Now it's time for our commitment cards. So if you do not have one of the green commitment cards for this week, please raise your hand and one of our ushers will come by and provide you with one. Pull up the house lights too, that would be great. Do we have them on? I can't see anyone out here. So, because people are going to need to be able to read too. Okay, so everybody got a commitment card, ready to go? All right. So let's share together our week 4 affirmation. All that I am is God expressing at the point of power in me. So after service, please come and tie your commitment card on our webs up here as we continue to build our mosaic. And now I'd like to read our week 4 spiritual practice. This week, get outside and walk the labyrinth, beautiful labyrinth out back, or an outdoor space that is available to you as a form of walking meditation. Take each step thoughtfully and mindfully. It can be used as a tool to unwind the mind and to let go of stress or worries and concerns. The labyrinth can be used as a metaphor for how you live your life. What you can learn about yourself and as you walk it. So take that as your week 4 spiritual practice. And now it's time for our announcements. And want to let everybody know, it's come to my attention that an automobile key was found in the parking lot. It's a single key, it's not on a keychain, and it's got like a service tag on it. So if you're missing a key to a Subaru, we know that much too, please come see me after service and I'll return your key to you. So, we've taken time this week to pray, sing, and meditate together, deepening our spiritual understanding in raising our consciousness with a community of like-minded people. We gather in joy every week to participate in these services. We also get together for other classes, activities, and events. Here are some of the ways that you're invited to celebrate or serve with us. First of all, I'd like to give a phenomenal thank you to the wonderful Terry Brewer, who organized Bonnie and Jerry's celebration last night. Thank you, Terry. Always a great time, always extremely well done. And thanks to everyone else who worked for the setup and reset of Unity Hall. Our community luncheon is this Tuesday at noon. Buddha bowls are on the menu. I don't know what that is, but if anyone knows what a Buddha bowl is and has a question, you can see Linda. Our speaker will be Tim Ulowitz, and his subject will be Medicare Advantage plans. Please contact the office tomorrow if you'd like to attend. Another reminder that the fabulous Daniel Nahmad will be here the weekend of November 4th and 5th. The concert on Saturday, November 4th at 7 p.m. with a pre-show meet and greet the artist gathering. He will be doing service on Sunday and having an amazing workshop based on his CD, Water, that will be at 1 p.m. A number of people have said that this particular album has changed their lives. We'd like to have a good crowd for these events, so please invite your friends and anyone else that may not be your friend, could become your friend. And Kathy Ginner will be at the concierge desk in the hallway outside of service selling tickets for that event. So also, please take a look at our website, and you'll see that there are ways throughout the week to expand your awareness, connect with others in our community, and to have fun. So now it's the time in our service for our offertory. Collectively, we have been uplifted and inspired for our shared experience this morning. We know and trust that we are abundant expressions of an unlimited God. From that awareness, we now give with ease and generosity to this special place where we have received our spiritual inspiration. God is the source, but we are the channel that sustains Unity Spiritual Center. So please bless your offering and affirm together with me, I give of my time, talent, and treasure, and receive the abundance of God.
And now it's time for another great Daniel Nahmod song, so please stand after the ushers have passed you by. This day is a witness to my sacred purpose, to all that I'm meant to be. This day is a witness to my sacred purpose, to all that I'm meant to be. Letting it in, letting it flow, letting it go where it will go, letting the power of your presence show the way. Letting it in, letting it know, letting it lead that I might follow, being a witness to your presence every day. This life is a witness to my rightful purpose, to all that I've come to be. This life is a witness to my rightful purpose, to all that I've come to be. I will bear witness to your love. I will bear witness to your love. I will bear witness to your love for all my life. I will bear witness to your love. I will bear witness to your love. I will bear witness to your love for all my life. One more time. I will bear witness to your love. I will bear witness to your love. I will bear witness to your love for all my life. For all my life. For all my life.
Please be seated. We dedicate these gifts and prayers to living God's greater vision boldly and with courage. We see this center and each giver phenomenally blessed as a channel through which God's good flows. Amen. Knowing that collectively we are a point of power, let us enthusiastically share our search team affirmation. Together, with open minds and hearts, centered in God's love, empowered in the truth that we are one in spirit, I am gratefully aligned with our new minister, in divine order, and all is well. As a spiritual practice of tithing, Unity Spiritual Center gives a portion of our offering to several other organizations, including one we select each month. This month, we'll be giving 2% of our offering to Watershed Stewardship Center in the West Creek Reservation. This is the first facility in the Cleveland Metro Parks dedicated to scientific research and promoting sustainable action. And we hope you're glad you came. We're glad you came this morning, and we hope you're glad that you came too. If you're here in person, come to the community room for coffee and fellowship. There's someone there waiting just for you. If you're new and you'd like more information about us, we'll hope you take a welcome bag and one in the foyer, or see one of our ushers. And if you haven't already done so, take a tour of the facilities. Our Healing Circle will be here in Unity Hall today at 12:30. And next week, Michele Coles returns as our guest speaker, and our soloist will be Roberta McLaughlin. So now, please stand, and we'll sing our closing songs.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. I am the light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God, you are the love of God, you are the power of God, you are the presence of God. Wherever you are, God is. We are the light of God, we are the love of God, we are the power of God, we are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
I'm jumping sides. You should put it over.